Welcome. Today has been a hard day, and that's why I think I decided to start to speak today, because I think that sometimes we look at the people online and we see that their lives seem perfect and in alignment, and they've done the work, they're in the best yoga pose, they have a fantastic meditation, but we don't get to see the parts that are vulnerable and uncomfortable. And it is my intention as heavenly to show up as vulnerable and real as possible as we journey forward and become. So it's all about becoming. Becoming is uncomfortable, and yet it's necessary for our growth, for us to fully develop into the people we're supposed to. So it's all about this human experience.
Oh no. Keep going, baby. You can edit it.
And if I could introduce my other half.
Hello.
Because we're on this journey together. And I just wanted to kind of share that we have had some challenges, and at the same time we know that these challenges are things that if we share them with other people, hopefully we can give you some support in overcoming it and just becoming stronger. You know, we live in a time where we have a lot of distractions, and that there are miscommunications that can occur because we utilize technology, sometimes maybe too much. And those points that we want to get across to our other half at times doesn't happen the way that we intended to. And those things are real problems that we're facing today. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about those things, as well as whatever else may be coming up, because the reality of it is that we're here having this human experience, and I want to show the side that may not be so pretty, but there's a lot of strength in the discord that can occur. So maybe you have some things that you want to share.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I feel the energy that you are giving off right now, and I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be a part of this. I'm blessed to be an acquaintance of you. I can take my sunglasses off. Yes. So we are now starting a whole new journey. I'm sweating. We are in the desert right now, so don't mind the perspiration. So we will be doing some meditating and some relaxing of the flow of energy that's going on. But me, I'm new to this part of it. So I'm going to give it back to Heavenly.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to read a little something that I wrote, and I feel that right now has some ground to stand upon the words themselves. And this thing about becoming is an open invitation to grow, to heal, to seek, to cry, to fall, to lay down, to stand up, and to bloom. By any means necessary, we invite you to this occurrence. And personally, my journey began when I left home. I'm originally from Ohio, and a little place called Bedford Heights, Ohio. And I had no intent to ever to return, but I knew that there was something more. I don't know why I didn't want to return at that time. We can talk about that a little more later. But I knew there was something more to life, something more to understand, something more about, something hidden underneath this experience.
Keep going, baby.
To become may not be as dramatic as that for others, and maybe we merely stop hanging around negative people. we paint and we draw, we write, study materials that help us to better understand the play of life and our character. So just to stop there for a second, it is my understanding that through my seeking is that it's almost like this is this divine play that we're playing out, and each of us has a part. And the people that come into our lives, they merely reflect back to us things perhaps even within ourselves that we need to seek to work upon, places maybe we have grown and become. And so it's just like everybody's holding up a mirror to us. Even the person who cuts in front of you at the stoplight, like everybody is holding up a mirror. Are we angry? Are we frustrated? Are we not patient? Do we need to become patient? You know, and even to speak to that, like it's so funny that when we pray for something, we get opportunities to heal and grow in those areas. And so we're having this divine play. And even as my other half and I, we begin to have moments that are uncomfortable where we reflect things to one another. These are opportunities. And had it not been for where my journey has taken me, I don't think that I would look at it as an opportunity. Because once I ran from home and, wanted to get away from everything, I was running from myself, right? And it's something that Bob Marley said is no matter where you go, there you are. There's something about that, like, you're always there. So if you want something to change, if you want your life to become better, we have to do the work. So we hear about doing the work, and what that really means is that we have to sit in a space with ourselves and like seek the areas that continue to play themselves out. So if we continue to have heartbreak, or maybe we choose toxic relationships, or maybe we go from one addiction to the next, like whatever it may be, those are things that we shouldn't be ashamed of them. We should lean into it and try to find the seed, like where was it first planted. I think for me personally, my stuff started as a child. I think most of us can relate to that. And so I'm at a place now where, I'm in my mid-30s, and I want to share this information because it's not something that's taught to most of us. However, there's so much fruit in knowing that everything that's coming up is for you. It's for you. And so I am just welcoming you all to this experience and look forward to growing with you and truly, truly becoming. And we're just going to start with a little grounding meditation, a protective meditation. Part of my practice has come from India. I have a guru from India, and we practice meditations that help to reconnect us with the divine. And the point of meditation is to calm the mind chatter. So I've heard people say like, oh, my mind is always going, and I've always got something going on. And I get that. That's where I say we have a lot of distractions these days. However, we can silence, maybe not all of it all the time, because there are some meditations where I'm still moving, I'm still trying to get comfortable. And there are some where I can like fall completely within myself. Like there's something that's deep within us. And so that's the self-work. So the meditation is about that. It's about getting to a place where eventually over time we're able to be quieter and more still. And the more that we do that consistently, because it's all about consistency, we see that our lives start to change. We're patient with other people who normally we wouldn't be patient with. And we're able to see I don't want to call them flaws, but the places that need work without being as, I would say, maybe offended by someone bringing that up, because I think that we can become very offended, and so we just look at life as just like this grand opportunity, even when it's uncomfortable, even when I cry, because I cry, because it's a part of the experience too. However, getting back to the meditation, that allows me to come back to myself and to see the things that maybe I wasn't able to see before. For example, my other half and I, we can get into a little, like, not it's never terrible, but let's say we have a disagreement, and then I go and meditate, and then after that, when I come back, I'm able to see his points that once before I wasn't able to. because I was only seeing it from my space. So the meditation is simple. So you just come into a seated position. I'd like to take either a pillow or a block, or maybe, fold up 2 towels and kind of like just roll them and sit on the edge of them. The point is that you want to have the hips more even, so you can straighten the spine when you tilt the pelvic area forward. So I sit right on the edge. Okay, even if it's like a yoga mat, you can kind of roll it up and sit on the edge of the yoga mat. So we come to the edge, comfortable position. We imagine that we're grounding ourselves down into the earth. So imagine yourself like the roots of a tree, right? So close your eyes. If you want to ground yourself, your palms are down. If you want to just pull in the energy from your experience or the divine, however you connect with that, your palms are up and open. So for me, I need some grounding because today has been an interesting and comfortable day. And so grounding down, I close my eyes. I start to breathe. Breathing until your whole body is important. As children, when we're first born, babies, we breathe into our whole bodies. And then we start to experience life when we stop. We only breathe just a little bit. That's it, right? But those things cause more stress too. Cause us to not really be able to have the full experience. So when you breathe, you inhale, you expand the belly from the bottom. Expand the belly, bring the air up to the midsection, and then bring the air all the way up to the top of the chest. That's a full 3-part breath. And then you exhale from the top of the chest, exhale from the midline, exhale, pull the belly in. So I'm gonna do it, you watch. So inhale, 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 exhale, exhale, exhale. And you do that. Now, my recommendation is 12 times. You can look up the reason why, I don't remember. But I can tell you that after I do 12 3-part breaths, there is a calming that comes, like a clarity that comes in. Okay, so I'm going to do it again, just a couple times, just so you can see. So inhale, exhale. Always inhale full, and we want to give back more than what we take. So that's something that I try to think of, like, we have the trees and they give us fresh air. We want to make sure that if we pull in the air, we exhale just as, like, more, if you can, a little bit more or double, we're all different. So, and it's a practice. We do it every day. Inhale, 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 exhale, exhale, exhale. Okay, so one more time without me speaking, just watch. Inhale, exhale. To your normal breath. Your normal breath, you'll notice, is normally fuller. Sometimes you feel a little bit more lightheaded. And that's just, it's a practice, so you'll get used to it over time. It is my invitation that you do this in the mornings before you leave for work. Perhaps in the evenings, if you have time in the evenings, as well as perhaps in the middle of the day, if you can. 3 times a day is great. So, but if you're unable to, then at least take the time to breathe at least once a day. Returning to ourselves. So that's part of us, like, really getting back to our center, to ourselves, and being able to get to a place where we can then filter through our experiences. Breath work is so very important. And then you do that, and then you can fall into a meditation. So we have 3 that we do, and in my practice, the practice is not a religion, it's just a practice, so something that just gets us back into connecting to the divine and in our inner self, right? Our true selves. We hear that a lot in the conversation these days, but this is what it means. is we do the work, the breathing techniques, the grounding techniques, the meditation, so that then what it is we truly desire, we'll know, and it's not clouded and cluttered with the distractions. Yeah. So the first meditation, we close our eyes. Again, your hands can be down or up. All right. So you've done your breath work, and now you go into your meditation. Okay. And they're chants, right? So these are ancient Sanskrit chants. The first one, every one we say 3 times. There's something magical about the 3, right? So you have mind, body, and soul, right? The mother, father, God, mother, father, son, father, son, Holy Spirit. Like there's something about that 3 that's like imperative for us to understand. Like it matters in how we do things, you know. So even though this is not a script for you, this is my invitation to say this is what works for me. This is what's helping me to become better and to sit in the space within myself. Okay, so here we go. And you can also do mudras as well. Okay, 3 times. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. To come back to the guru is the teacher. The teacher is within. So when we reconnect to who we are, we're able to tap back into that truth, our divine truth, ourselves. The next one. Om Virgo Vasu Vahatatsa Viturvara Amyam Barbadeva Shadi Mahidi Yoyo Naha Prachodayat. Om Virgo Vasu Vahatatsa Viturvara Amyam Barbadeva Shadi Mahidi Yoyo Naha Prachodayat. Om Virgo Vasu Vahatatsa Viturvara Amyam Barbadeva Shadi Mahidi Yoyo Naha Prachodayat. Now there are what people will say is what the prayers do, but what I invite you to do as well is to feel through it. What comes up for you, you know? For me, that prayer is like the calling of all the protection of the universe. That's what that feels like to me. And our final one at this point. Om Sukram Varadaram Vishnu Seshivanam Shatrapujam Prasana Varanam Daye Yasarva Vignopashantaya. Om Sukram Varadaram Vishnu Seshivanam Shatrapujam Prasana Varanam Daye Yasarva Vignopashantaya. Om Sukram Varadaram Vishnu Seshivanam Shatrapujam Prasana Varanam Daye Yasarva Vignopashantaya. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Shanti, shanti, shanti is peace, peace, peace. So, in ending this, you know, I think it's important that you all know that we're on this journey together. That's number one. We're on this journey together. When you heal, I heal. When you grow and expand, I grow and expand. Because there is truly the aspect that we are all feeding off the other person. And so if we want the world to be different, more peaceful, if we want the people to feel love and laughter and happiness and joy, all of it starts with us.